Okay, so now does everyone see presentation? Please, can someone get back to me?
I can't watch it, but Gabriel says that yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I
You
can
can
then
be.
go on. Yeah. So as I said, first we'll have a brief introduction just to let you know like what's IEEE like in Bosnia at our faculty, what our projects, what we have done, and what was actually done before. So we were prepared and ready to do this project. Then the whole idea, like what are modern renewables, brighter future, and what we are actually doing, the timeline of our project, what we've done, what we're hoping to do in the next like few months, what's the current state of our project, and just like a brief conclusion and maybe some time for your questions if you want to know something more. So let me start off with this map of the whole world. So if you're a bit confused where exactly in the world is Bosnia, just remember that there is really just one state in the world that looks like a tiny heart. So Bosnia is right here, this like a little red heart in the middle of Europe. That's my country. And yeah, we are a part of Region 8. Region 8 consists out of Africa, Europe, and Middle East. So as you can see, we have a lot of chapters in our region. So it is really hard to, I guess, to show people that you're doing something good and to be the best out of these chapters, because there are just so many people and so many activities. So yeah, Bosnia, we are here, a little heart-shaped country, and we are very proud to be Bosnian, to be here. So to let you know, how does IEEE function in Bosnia and Herzegovina? So we have chair, vice chair, secretary, treasurer, like the standard type, the head of the IEEE. Then we have different like members of IEEE. We have individuals, so you can be just a random person, I guess, in our town, just interested in electrical engineering, stuff like that, and you can apply and be a part of our like section in the country. We also have a lot of members in industry, because we have a lot of like different firms or people who are working with electrical engineering, interested in that. And then we have universities. Apart from University of Sarajevo, where I'm studying right now, we have a university in Mostar, in Tuzla, in Banja Luka, so different universities and different student branches. And then we have university student branch chapters. So this is where our chapter and our project steps in. So student branch chapters actually have student projects, different student projects, and one of them is Modern Renewables, Brighter Future. So just like a couple of things about our student branch chapter. So we've actually been there for a couple of years. So they started with the work of our chapter, I think sometimes maybe about 10 years ago. I think I was still in high school at that time. And actually, we won the award in 2014 for like the outstanding PES student branch chapter. What that means, like that we had the most activities, we were excelling in them, and we were the best in Region 8. So I will just get back just so you can see, like this is Region 8. Like a lot of countries, a lot of universities, and it was really a huge recognition for us. And also we got a reward of $1,000, so we could use that to implement some other projects. So during that time, we've done a lot of things. So we've done different workshops. Just to let you know, like people in Bosnia in general, we like to solve problems. So if we can get something, we will find a way to get that. For example, we haven't studied working in some program in our faculty, like everything we do. So we decided to make a workshop. Why not? Let's learn ourselves how to do some things that we will then implement tomorrow in industry or our jobs. The same thing was with BENG. So the second part here, that is basically an acronym for Be Engineer. So while we are studying at our faculty, we do not get internships. It's something that is usual and that people usually get like in different countries all around the world. But due to the economics and the general like state of our country, our faculty has not been able to provide us with the internship. So we decided, okay, if we can get it from our faculty, we'll do it ourselves. So we basically organized, we had a team of members, and I was actually a member of organizing team in 2018. And we decided, okay, it will be me, like several other people, and we hit the phone. We got the notebooks and everything. We downloaded all numbers from the internet of every single firm we could able to get a hold on in Bosnia. So we rang them up. Hi, my name is that and that. Are you interested to provide students or faculty of electrical engineering internship? Like, we will give you students who are willing to work for free, just teach them something. And we actually succeeded, and we got a lot of offers, and we were able to give some students, like we had several like things we wanted to. The students in final years were usually the first one to get the internship, just because they're going out of like studying and they're finishing their grad school and everything, so they need that internship to get a job quicker. And I think we got around maybe 20 or 30 people like internships, and they range from 5 days, 7 days, month, 2 months, or like even more. And some of the people that got those internships actually got a job. So that was just one of the things that we are doing here in our chapter, like something that will show you what we are like as students, as people here in my country. Then also we celebrate the standard things, I guess, in IEEE. So IEEE PES Day, that is the day we organize at our faculty just to show off people what is exactly IEEE, what is PES. So PES, Power and Energy Society. So our faculty actually has like 4 courses. So we have power engineering, and we mostly have people from power engineering, as myself, in IEEE PES. Then we have automation and control. We have telecommunications, and we also have like computer studies. So for everyone, there is something. Also, apart from PES Day, we celebrate PES Zero Hunger Day. Myself, I am very passionate about humanitarian work, so we usually have some humanitarian activities at our faculty. If someone needs school books or like money to do a surgery or something like that, we always find a way to help them. So this was just another activity to put my work and in general put our students to work something good. And we collected money, we bought food, and we took it and gave it to this shelter that helps people all around the country, old ones, like people who have no income, etc. You get the idea. A part of that, we had Days of Young Engineers. That is basically like a week in a year when we take people who just graduated or are about to graduate, and then we had like a little tour around country, and we visited some like power generation, like power station. We went to, I guess, how do you say, wind generation station and stuff like that. And we had different speakers talk to them like how they succeed the best in the world tomorrow on their jobs, and it was really a success. Apart from that, it is in order for you to understand how come we volunteer on so many conferences, I have to say that if you see this, okay, so we have chair, vice chair, secretary, like of the whole section in our country. Those are actually professors at my faculty. So I communicate with them on a day-to-day basis. So for example, if I have an idea, yeah, we want to start a workshop, we want to do something. I just knock on their door and ask, yeah, are you interested to do this? Can we do this? Or so it's much easier to get things going because people are right there. So I don't have to send an email and then wait for confirmation and it is much easier. So we're always like at the beginning of, we're always at the start of ideas and informations. So they organized a lot of conferences during the past 2 or 3 years. So we volunteered on most of them. And the most notably was IEEE PES ISGT conference in 2018. That is a conference about smart grid technology and everything you can imagine that is currently in the world, like new about PES and grids. So we had people from all around the world come in Sarajevo, and it was really a success. And as I've seen, most people remember our conference, and some of them even said that it is the best conference yet that has happened for ISGT. Also, in 2018, that's last year, our whole chapter, like in the country, we got the award that we were the high-performing chapter, and that is also a big like award and big thing for us. As I mentioned that several times, yet Region 8 is huge, and any recognition is really an honor for us, and it is just something that we're proud of. Like, we're doing a good job, and someone sees that and say, yeah, here Bosnia, you're doing a good job. So let me talk first about our previous solar tree project. Actually, this was not a project of PES. As I mentioned, okay, PES is usually, members of PES are power engineering students. From IAS or IAS, that's usually students who are part of that are usually in automation, control, and computer sciences. So basically, they in 2016, with the help of mentors, student branch chapter of our university, but IAS, made a solar tree project. And actually, this solar tree is in our campus. So I go by this tree every day almost, and it is kind of a central point of our campus because you can charge your phone, laptop, or stuff like that with this. And also just the fact that the bus station is very near to campus, a lot of people go through campus and pass that tree. So we have like a lot of people now coming from Africa, like the north part. So a lot of migrants, and they come through our campus, and they usually stand there and charge their phones, and then they go on, I mean, where they need to go. And so that is something really nice. It's helping the community, apart from being like a really cool project, and it shines at night, and it's really cool. It's especially helpful during the winter time, because during the winter time we have problems with air quality. It can get really bad, so you don't usually see someone like on distance of 5 or 10 meters. So in the winter months, you can just call someone and say, yeah, I see you right by the solar tree, because it's shining in the night and you see it. So kind of like dark humor in these times. Our people usually have like a dark sense of humor just because we went through so many things in our history that we decided, yeah, we're just gonna laugh it off and move on with our lives. These are just the pictures from the opening ceremony, and here is, you can see the thing that says like about the solar tree project, who made it, like these students, and who were the mentors, and how it was made. And it was like this really cool project, and it was all of these things combined prepared us to make modern renewables brighter future. So then we come to like, what is this actually? So this is a student project, like, and our main goal is to implement the solar tree in the Sarajevo city center. What's really special about that is that the location of solar tree is really in the city center. So it is in this park in the middle of Sarajevo, where all people come in. And you can see old people there playing chess, and young people sitting, and couples and stuff like that. So it is really like a heart of our town. And then you will have our solar tree in the middle of it. So our goal is to connect all students from University of Sarajevo, that we are all involved in this project, and just really to give back to our community. As I mentioned, the previous solar tree project, we have people who are really in need. They're charging their phones, charging their laptops and stuff like that. So it was a one way to give back to our community. Like, okay, we learned a lot of things, but now we want to help our community grow and learn. And we want to do the same thing in Sarajevo, like with this new solar tree. So the timeline of project, actually this project began in 2018. I was then in my third year, so actually I had no idea about this project when it first started, just because of the way it was set. So here you can see we have 5 phases of this project, like the start, then the call for design, the choice of the winning design, and documentation, and then implementation. And I will just walk you now through these phases one by one. This is just like a bit like a picture, just so you can get a sense. First off, here is a PV power potential, like a map of our country. So you can see here, Sarajevo is somewhere here in the middle, and okay, we have a pretty good potential, I guess, for making electricity from sun power. And also the southern part of the country, it's more sunny, it's by the sea, it's super hot, so they have much more sun than we have, like in the middle of country or in the north part, you can see. But still, we ran some analysis and saw, like, yeah, we can actually get some energy here and do something with it. Like, you won't put just PV panels and get nothing, like spend money, and we actually have like good chances to produce things and get some power. So the project started in 2018, and actually only people who knew about the projects were mentors and I guess like the main students in every student branch chapter in our faculty and university. So we had a president of PES, and we had a president of IEEE student branch chapter of our whole university, and they were the part of organizing committee. So they actually set a call for everyone who is interested in this project to send their CV and to write a motivation letter. But there was a catch. We had no idea what was the product, what was the project like, and what we are applying for. So I was like, do I want to apply for this? But yeah, I was like, I will, like, why not? It's a new project, it's something great. And then I wrote like my CV, my motivation letter, and everything. So a good thing for me was actually that in my third year I was writing my bachelor thesis, and it revolved around PV systems, and I was actually like calculating PV system for electrical vehicle station, like for charging of electrical vehicles. So I actually had already some knowledge about calculation and doing of PV systems. So that was a huge plus for me when I applied. So me and a lot of people in our university applied, and we got a call just one day, come to the faculty, please bring your ID, I guess, and you will see what's the project like. You've been selected to join in. And I was like, yeah, great, amazing, let's hear what's this project like. And then they pitched their idea, and I was swept off my feet. Yeah, let's make solar tree. And they said, because there's a lot of people here, we will have to split you in different teams. And they made that based on our CVs and motivation letter. So for me, it was really good. All my experience and things I did, they've helped me to get into the electrical part of the team, because that's the team I wanted to be in. And other people were in mechanical team or financial team, marketing team, because we had a lot of things to do in this project. So there was a place for everyone. But luckily, I got what I wanted, and that was the electrical stuff, because I was most excited for that part. So the second phase was actually a call for design for all students all around the University of Sarajevo. So we had an idea, okay, we will make a solar tree, but we will involve every student on the university. So those are like faculty of economics, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, medical studies, architecture. You get the idea. So we told them, whoever makes a design, and you have to do some, like, you have to fill in some criteria we've made, apply, and you have a chance to win 2,500 like KM. That's roughly around 1,250 euros. So that's a pretty big deal for a student, or like for anyone. And on top of that, you get your design in the center of your city. Like that's that's the biggest recognition. That's more valuable than money, because tomorrow you'll go around and say, yeah, this is my project, I made that, and this is in the middle of town, and everyone will see that. So we had a specific criteria designed for people, they had to fill in. So this design, it had to be it had to fill in, like to really stand in with the park and the surroundings of our city. And also it needed to have space for equipment. As you know, PD systems have a lot of equipment, batteries, inverters, and a lot of things you need to put in for them to work. So we needed place for that. Also, because our project needed to pay for itself on the long run, we needed to have screens that will have commercials, tourist informations, and stuff like that. Because, as I said, it's in the middle of the city, and a lot of tourists come in every day and pass that park. So it would be really cool if someone who came into our city saw our tree, and also find informations about the city, where to eat, what to do, and maybe charge their phone while they're doing that. So yeah, people had to fill in all these criteria, and we got a lot of responses. So actually, when this ended, like we also went to different faculties and university to show off, to tell people, apply, you can get this, and we had really big, like really good media exposure. We went to different TV stations, and we had radio presentations, and we talked to people about our project, so everybody knew. We also had different web pages, share our story, share our calls, so a lot of people applied, as I said. So in that time, we got a lot of responses, so we had to eliminate some of them, because yeah, there were a lot of good designs, but some of those designs were just not, like, you can't make them into reality. I mean, you can make anything with the good amount of money, but it's a student project, and we had to see, okay, this we can make, this we can't make, and this fills in for criteria we set up, this does not. And we got to somewhere about 6 final designs, and it was time for phase 3, our grand event, the choice of the final and winning design. So actually, this was a public event, and 6 teams needed to pitch their presentation, around 15 minutes, I guess they had, in front of this huge audience and grand jury. So actually, we did a thing where we made it able for audience to vote. So people who were there and saw all these designs, they had a chance to say, yeah, this is the one I like. I want to see this in my town. I don't like this. I won't vote for them, and stuff like that. So it was really cool. So everybody really had a part in this project. But of course, the grand jury had their final say. So we had experts from different parts and different sciences that we needed. So we had experts from electrical engineering. Some of you may or may know Meliha Selak. She is like a huge expert and a big thing in IEEE. She also she created IEEE PES Student Congress, and that is the only, like, that's the link that brought us here today, me talking to you about our student project. So thank you, Meliha, for creating IEEE PES Student Congress. Also, we had experts from mechanical engineering, from one architect who needed to say, okay, this will do good for the architecture of our town and be good with the surroundings. And just to say, can something be made? We also had the mayor of our municipality where the solar tree will be made, because they will actually be financing this project. So, and we also had a famous person from public just to see like what would people from our town say about this project. So in the end, we have winning design. These are the creators, two girls who made this. One of them is an architect, and the other one is a student at our faculty. And also, what is amazing about this design, as you can see here, this is from the top view. Some of you may or may not see this and remember the Winter Olympics that were held in Sarajevo. I mean, that was in 1984, but it was said that that was one of the best Olympics ever made till that point in time. So that is actually the logo of the Winter Olympics. So that's like a special thing for our town, and it just went in perfectly when you think about it. Like this logo and everything that was connected with it, it was truly magnificent. And then you have it in the middle of our city and representing something new. So you're connecting history with the future. Like, concept is beyond amazing. I mean, so the girls got their award money, and here on the left side you can see our members of our team, the mentors, the students, like everyone is like in different branch, financial, mechanical engineering, and so on. I've already mentioned. So you can see who are the main people in our project. I mean, I am holding this presentation, but there is a lot of people behind everything behind this, so you can see them here. The next phase would be handling documents, permissions, like anything in the world you need to build, you have to get permission, you have to calculate, you have to do analysis and stuff like that. So in this phase, we are actually preparing everything for implementation of our project. So this phase was supposed to end sometimes this year, actually, I think during like the March or April, but we have a pandemic raging. So we're kind of stuck in this phase, and we will most probably finish our project next year, because in the October, November, it's the start of the winters here in Sarajevo, so we can't really build anything, just because due to our climate, like we have rain, snow, and people don't build anything when it's October, November, and so you can do something in September, but no, the next month that we'll be able to build something, I think, will be April or May, but next year. So that's about it about our project. So if you have any questions, now is a good time for that. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation and that you learned something new. So if you want to ask something, please do.
Thank you so much, Lamija, for your presentation. And so, as she said, it's the time of questions.